Hey everybody, this is Jason from RecipeTeacher.com, and today we are here to talk about the Revolution 180B toaster. Why are we talking about a toaster? Well, this is a toaster that retails for $349. Yep, $349. Now you can find it on Amazon, I think, for about $2.99 right now. But why in the world would a toaster be so expensive, and is it worth it? Well, let's take a look. We take a look at the Revolution 180B toaster, and it's not a bad looking toaster. I mean, for $350, I might have expected something that looked a little bit sturdier. This is the matte black finish. It's not bad nonetheless. I do like that the faceplate and the touchscreen are on the front end here. That way it doesn't take up too much room on the countertop. And then with the simple press of the faceplate, we get our menu where we can choose different breads, pastries, bagel, waffles, etc. and decide what level of toasting we want to do. So let's give this a shot. Okay, so we push the screen to start. We're going to select bread, fresh, and here we can adjust how dark we want it to be. I usually like it at about a 3. So let's give that a try. Now we have to press the bread and then start to get it to go, which is kind of a safety feature so that you don't accidentally start it. Let's try it. And down it goes. And it begins to toast. Let's take a look too while it's doing this. The heating filaments inside, it does have a very nice pattern on both sides, as you can see. A lot of toasters will just have one single strand of filament that goes across several times. I do like how this looks like it should evenly toast. So here we are about a minute and a half later, and as you can see there's a countdown while it's doing the crisping. Not really sure exactly what that is, but up the toast comes. Look at that. I mean, that is actually a nice piece of toast. Let's take a little bit of a closer look. Okay, so here's both pieces of toast laid out on a plate, and I mean, it looks pretty decent. Let's turn the toast over, see the other side. So it's pretty even on both sides. For a 3, I would say that's, quite acceptable. I have no complaints about the style of this toast. Now, I love a good bagel in the morning with cream cheese or butter or whatever on it, so let's see how the Revolution 180B does with bagels. Okay, once again, we hit the touch screen, and we're going to select bagel. And these are fresh bagels, so we'll keep it on the fresh setting. And I think 3 is good again. We can go all the way up here. You can see that's a pretty dark bagel. I think 3 is perfect. So let's go ahead and let's try this. Down it goes. And we're in the last few seconds here where again it says it's crisping the bagel. Let's take a look. Okay. So, that's a nice and evenly toasted bagel. I've only done this a couple of times, and this is actually the second time I've done it. I gotta say, I'm quite pleased. Maybe that's a little bit on the toastier side for a 3, but take a look at the picture. That's not bad. I'm very pleased with how this turned out. And finally, let's take a look at one more contraption that Revolution sells. This is what's called the Revolution Panini Maker. So, this device, the idea is that you put bread in here, some meat, cheese, whatever, fold it up, goes in the toaster, it toasts, and it makes a panini. Now, a regular panini is obviously going to be on bread that's a little bit bigger and it's going to be toasted on a press, but does this do the job? Now, I love a good toasted sandwich. I love paninis. Let's take a look. Okay, so let's make a sandwich here. We're going to put a couple of pieces of bread right here. Actually, we'll start with the 1, and we will put, I've got some turkey breast here. I do love a good turkey panini. Let's see, just a few pieces there. Slice of cheese. How's that? We'll put this on top. Then this contraption closes just like that. We start the screen here, and we're going to choose bread panini mode. I'm going to put this in the middle setting at 4 and see how that comes out. It says to make sure you put it in the right side in the instruction book, so that's what we're going to do, and we'll hit start. Down it goes, and we'll see how long it takes. So we're at about 2.5 minutes into the cooking of our panini. Just about done. Let's take a look. Here it is. Let's unfold the device and see. Okay. Well, I mean, it's toasted. Let's, the cheese looks melted. Let's take a closer look. I mean, toasted on each side. It's got those toast marks. You can see the cheese is melted. The bread feels good. I mean, it may not look like it's toast in some of these spots, but it actually is. I wonder if a little bit darker of a setting may have given some more toast along the sides here. But I mean, it's really toasted. So the Revolution 180 toaster, is it worth $349? Okay, that's a little bit difficult to say. I am going to admit this. I had fully planned on reviewing this product and probably returning it. But I'm not going to. I'm going to keep it. I actually like it. I think it makes really good toast. I've used it a couple times now. I like these sandwiches too. I like the panini sandwiches. It's not a big deal. I don't have to get out a whole panini press and the whole 9 yards. I will say this. I'm a little bit disappointed, and I've read other reviews that have said the same, that this whole computer thing here isn't connected to the internet somehow so that it can update, add new features, and that sort of thing. They actually do have another toaster, that's the Revolution 270, that apparently offers different types of settings for breads and gluten-free and all that kind of thing. Bottom line is, for this kind of money, if you can afford it, I think it's a really good toaster, and I think you'll like it. If this is way out of your price range, I don't blame you. Go ahead with a regular toaster from the department store for $10, $20, $30. It doesn't matter. But if you like kitchen gadgets, if you like something fancy and revolutionary, see what I did there? Then I would check out the Revolution 180B toaster. This has been Jason for RecipeTeacher.com.